All right, got the recording going, and everybody's not here yet, right?
I think we are waiting for Jeff.
Okay.
I'm here. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so let me record the time, so I know how long it will take. So welcome to the game. Thank you for joining. Code of Silence is a cooperative game for 1 to 6 players with limited communication. The story goes as follows. We are a member of Mafia, and each of us is given an order to fix a series of upcoming horse races. So assume these meeples are horses, and every day there will be a race, and the horses will move forward or backward, something, and then after a series of races, the game will end. So in the beginning, each of us will have a secret goal. So a secret goal consists of one horse and one placement like this. So it says if you get these cards, it says like you have to make sure that the black horse come in 5th place. So each of us will have one of these goals, but there are 6 horses in the race, and we imagine there will be 6 players playing it, which means that there will be 3 more goals that are not owned by any of us, but we are still responsible from them. So this is a cooperative game, and we will all get the same score, and the more secret goals we can accomplish, the better for us. So I will, at the beginning, I will know 1 secret goal, Jeff will know 1 secret goal, Marcus will know 1 secret goal, and there are 3 more secret goals we are all responsible for, but we don't know them in the beginning. So the game structure is fairly simple. We take turns in clockwise order. We will have these race cards in our hands. We will have 4 race cards. And when it is our turn, we will pick a race card to play. So if you play this card, you will move black horse 3 squares. But since the square is there is already a horse, it shifts to the first empty space like this. And then the green horse will move 2 spaces, so like 1, 2, then shifts to the first empty space.
First empty space forward. Okay.
If it is going forward, so some race cards, let's see.
Okay.
Why am I? Okay, so if you play this card and you play red horse back 2 squares, then 1, 2, it shifts backward to the first empty space, like that.
Okay, alright.
So this is the first phase of your move, moving the 4 horses in top-down order. And there's a star in the bottom right corner with a color. You can change the color of any of these horses to this color of the star, but there is a penalty associated with that. I will tell later. So if you are playing, let's say,
I'm sorry, that was the star symbol down at the bottom?
So if you are playing this card, you see there is this blue star. So instead of moving the black horse, you could move the blue horse. Or instead of the yellow, the green horse, you could move the blue horse. Okay. So you can change one of the colors if you want. But there is a penalty, I will tell. There are 5 actions in the game: reputation, gossip, bribe, coerce, and collusion, that we will eventually make, and this is like to our benefit. So every card we play, there is a action symbol on the bottom left corner. So this says it is the symbol for the collusion, right? So when we play this card, we move this collusion pawn forward. And how many squares forward we will move is this number. So collusion is here in 4, so it will move 4 squares forward. So we play this card, we move the horses, and then we move the action, and then we put this tile to the leftmost place like this. When we play this, so now it stands at 0. when a horse lands on these police squares, one of these police squares, it becomes under investigation for like doping or doping offenses. So we flip this tile like this, and we say this horse is under investigation. Being under investigation does not affect the horse's movements. It moves like any other horse. But if the game ends like this, if the game ends when a horse is being under investigated, it gets disqualified. And one of these secret goals is disqualified. So one secret goal will be like yellow horse should be disqualified or something. The other,
All right, and it's disqualified if it crosses the finish line at the end, space 60, upside down.
the game ends when any one horse comes here.
Okay, that ends the race, and all right. So to meet the disqualifications, that criteria, a horse is under investigation and the race ends.
Yes.
And if green was to land on another investigation, it just remains in this state.
Yes. Nothing more happens.
Okay. All right.
There might be more than one horse under investigation. There might be no horse under investigation. But like if you want to fulfill all 6 goals, then one and only one horse should be under investigation, because only one goal would have that. When we move this pawn forward, like we played the collision and it moved forward 4 squares. If we had used this star option to change colors, or we moved a horse under investigation, then the pawn moves 1 less than this number. So instead of going 4, it would move only 3 squares to the right. If we use star to change colors, or we move a horse that is being under investigation.
Okay, quick me cutting in. This is what I always hate about these online things. I spend so much time and effort trying to get down with the UI. I'm not really listening to the rules. But how do you get an overhead view on here?
Right click your mouse and
then use the mouse wheel. Right click to get above the board, like perpendicular to the board, and then use your mouse wheel to mouse out. Is that working for you?
It's kind of panning instead.
When you right click. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go on.
No, I'm sorry. Are you using an Apple or a
Mac?
You're using a Mac.
Yeah,
so
like an S11
do you know
Pro
any
too.
differences on the Mac interface?
I have no idea. So I right click the mouse and move the mouse pointer, and then the camera angle changes. But I don't know, like.
Yeah, instead of like going like at a different angle, so like I'm looking at everything overhead. Are you looking at things overhead? It's kind of like I'm really sitting at a table, but I can't stand up and look at the table. Like.
Right. So both Ali and I are using Windows machines, and so what we're doing is we right click our mouse, and then we can use that to tilt the table up and down.
Yeah, not exactly working for me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you go to settings, click go up in the middle. You'll see the open the menu thing. And if you go to settings, you can click on the keys, and it should tell you what keys do it looks like drag view or rotate view.
Okay, drag view. Yeah, drag view, middle mouse button, and then right mouse button, rotate view, yeah.
So, is that helping you at all? The other thing we can do is hop out into Google and just say, what do we want to do? We want to what?
Man, I think I'll just have to squint and look at the options instead, cause yeah. I mean, not trying to work for some reason. Yep. I'll just squint and look at everything.
Okay, sorry, not being able to help. Should I continue or?
Yeah, I mean,
do
you
you
can
need time?
continue. Yeah. I mean, definitely continue. Yep.
Okay. So I told how these pounds move to the right, like these numbers, but maybe sometimes one less than this number. And when the pound reaches the level, the action is completed, and we do the action, and then we move pound back to the starting square. So let me tell you about these actions. I also have these notes here, if you find it useful. So reputation action is fairly simple. You choose one other level and move it one to left. So you make another action cheaper. The gossip action, when completed, you answer a yes/no question about your goal. So you pick a question card like this, and it asks you like, is your host one of these? And you answer yes or no. And to have like less memory burden, we put it like this, and then everyone knows more about your goal.
Okay, and so this is the part of the limited communication of the game where we can't ask about our goals, but we can use these mechanics to understand.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can talk about the game in general terms, but we should not talk about our goals.
Okay.
So gossip is how we give information about ourselves. Bribe is when we bribe the authorities and we cancel an investigation. So this is how we cancel an investigation, by bribing authorities. And Marcus, did I blindfold you?
No, I'm sure that I blindfolded myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to hit different keys to get like an overhead view. But, yeah.
Okay. So the course action is we learn about a goal. So there will be like 6 goals, and when you complete a course action, you turn up one of these like cards. So let's say these were the goals of the blue player. We turn either horse or placement like this, and then everyone knows. And this is like about the only way we can learn about these imaginary other 3 players, because like there are 6 goals and we are only 3 humans. So about the other 3 goals, this is about the only way we can learn about them. And lastly, the collusion action. So this is how we change our goals with someone else. So let's say there was this black player. Okay, so there was this brown player with a goal, and blue player completes the collusion action, and he chooses another player, real or imaginary, and swaps the secret cards with them, like this. So now the victory condition at the end of the game has changed. Previously, you were trying to make black disqualified. Now you are trying to make black to come in the 3rd place, and the blue horse should be disqualified, like that. So this is the way we learn a bit about each other, but also change the actual goals. So these are the 5 actions in the game, and we advance on these by playing also these cards. So that concludes the 2nd phase of our move. Move the horses, move the action pawns. And the 3rd phase is this events phase. You pick a stone from here. There are it is either black or white. Black means some nighttime event, and white means some daytime event will happen. So these events are usually not very good, but they happen out of our control. So there are 2 types of daytime events, cheers and lucky break. In cheers, nothing happens, which is good. In Lucky Break, we move one of these tiles. We pick any one tile and move it, shift it either to the rightmost place or the leftmost place, and like shift the others like this. So this is how we can manipulate this priority table a little, but we can do it only 4 times during the game. So when we take a Lucky Break action, we put a cube here to count the number of times this has happened. Cheers can happen unlimited of times, so we don't keep a track about that. So these are the daytime events. The nighttime events are time flies, oversleep, or betting. When time flies happen, when we pick a black stone and we have to choose a nighttime event, and then we choose time flies, we put a stone here like this, and we move all these pawns 1 square back. When we oversleep, we miss the next day's race, so we pick a card here and move the horses in top-down order. We do not use star, we do not use action, just move the horses. So eventually, so we make a random move. That's what happens in oversleep. And in betting, there are these 6 betting cards with 1 horse color. We pick a betting card without face down, and no one sees it, and we look into it. So suppose it, okay, so it's black, and we put a bet on this horse's place. So if we believe it will come in 4th place, we put it here, etc. The other players do not see the horse, but see the placement. So we will know, like, Jeff has done a betting on the 3rd place, or like that. The effect of making a bet is we win a victory point for every correct bet at the end of the game. And lastly, there are these photo album tasks that we can do and accomplish. So we start these photo album tasks only when the time fly events happen for the 3rd time. So see this figure. And all these tasks are about the placement of horses, like we take a snapshot. Each one has a condition and has a benefit. So to complete this triumph task, green and red horses should be at least 12 squares apart. So if this is like this, then yes, we can say this task is completed and we take this benefit. For scenic tasks, the condition is the yellow horse should be on one of these camera squares. And for the last, this one is similar, but for the blue horse. And this one is neck and neck. Black and white horses should be on adjacent squares, like this.
You have to accomplish them in order?
You can skip a task, but then you cannot return back to the task.
Okay.
And each of these also give us 1 victory point at the end of the game. So, our aim in the game is to collect as many victory points as possible. Each secret goal accomplished gives us 5 victory points. So if this is your goal and Black Horse ends up in the 3rd place, we get 5 victory points. We get 1 victory point for each correct betting, and we get 1 victory point for each of these photo album tasks. So the maximum theoretical possibility is 40, but honestly, I've never seen someone accomplish 40. Like 30 or 35 is good enough for the first game. I think I have skipped a couple minor rules, but I think we are ready to start. If you don't have any questions.
I think you'll probably have to remind us of a few things, but maybe if we get a turn or two rolling, we'll...
Yes, and also this...
Did we want to start the game we want to start the game from scratch, right? We don't want to start it in a mid-state or anything like that?
No, I didn't prepare anything like that.
Okay, all right.
So let's shuffle all these decks. And everyone, please get one secret horse and one secret placement card.
All right, which little docking area am I? I'm this one, so I would put it into here.
I think so. Hopefully.
Okay, I can see it. Can anybody else see it?
No.
Okay.
And you also need to get one secret placement card.
A secret placement card.
This one.
Yes. Yep. Okay. All
so
right.
now you know your goal.
Right, so I know on TTS you hit 1 above the cards, then you'll grab 1.
I think it is similar in this case. You can hit 1 or you can just drag it to here.
Okay, yeah, somehow I'm in label mode, and maybe that's the problem. I'm in label mode.
So click on this regular cursor button, the top one, the top icon.
Okay, the top left right here. Okay. All right, just get the pawn regular cursor.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right, and then I'm just hovering above the secret and grab 1.
Yes.
Just hit 1. All right, sweet. All right, then get a secret and what else?
One secret placement with these cards, one of these cards.
Yeah, so now you should be able to see which horse and what place you need it to finish in, but we can't tell.
I'm putting these also for the other players.
Okay, so my matching colored horse has to end the game in that place.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. I finally figured out the overhead. I don't remember how I did it, but I'm overhead now, so that's good.
All right, in the tech support channel, I posted the query. Maybe somebody will type in there how to do it, and then you'll remember it. But I tagged your alias on it, so
Okay. Sweet.
hopefully you'll get an alert. I also deleted a couple of labels that had been placed.
Yeah, I'm sure that was me. Yeah, label. Yeah.
I'm sure it was you too.
Oh yeah.
Okay. No, one of them was mine. So I am almost as much a novice with this interface as you are. I just happen to be using a Windows instead of a Mac.
Gotcha.
So we all take 4 race cards into our hands.
How many?
4. Yeah, I just hit 4 and it worked. Yeah.
All right, cool.
And now the game is ready to start. So maybe going clockwise. Marcus, do you want to start?
Now, just a question. This triumph goal, it says 12 apart, red and green. So it doesn't matter which one's in the lead, just as long as they're 12. Okay.
12 or more.
Okay.
Now we want every horse at least 12 away from each other.
Well, no, see these the 6 colored markers here, like assign each horse as part of one of these goals. So red and green are assigned to the triumph goal, which is the 12 apart.
Okay.
Yellow and blue, we want to try to land them at some point on the scenic spots. There's only 3 of those, so let's watch that. And then the last one is neck and neck. Try to get black and white together, but that we could probably do, but we want to try to do them in this order. So.
Okay, and that blue 4 through 7, what's that about?
So that is the benefit we get. When we complete this task, we move back 1 horse. The person who completes this task chooses a horse and moves it back 4 to 7 squares.
Okay, in that scenic, we get to move to the VP spot if what happens, or just move up 1, or?
So if like yellow horse ends up here and we complete this task, then we move 1 pawn to its level, so we take a free action.
Okay. Yeah, and I was trying to listen and get the UI together. Excuse me, guys, but yeah.
No, that's not a problem. And all week long it takes me even.
So
That's just the way I am. Yeah.
Excuse my like unsolicited solicited advice, but please read this hint. We should not put many horses under investigation, otherwise the game will be too difficult for us.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So
All right,
again, with the
okay.
cards, once you play one card, that means you're going to move those horses that many amount of spaces.
It's written on the card.
Yep. And then also with the eyeglasses, the shades, that's getting to look at somebody else's card.
So reputation is make another action cheaper. Gossip is give information about your secret goal. Bribe is cancel an ongoing investigation. Chorus is how we learn about these other secret tasks and also each other's secret tasks. And collusion is how we change secret tasks with another player.
Okay. And the other thing, Marcus, is that these actions up top here, right on this row where I'm going, do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
If we can execute the collusion action, we'll get 4 movement. If we execute the reputation actions right now, we actually move at 0. So we have to pay attention to this too if we want to make things move a lot or a little. So like bribe, coerce, and collusion might be good actions to take now.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
In fact, collusion might even be the best.
Okay.
But
yeah.
we're not allowed to say anything about cards we have in our hand, are we, Ali?
So my rule, like most people do not like my rule, but this is my rule. We should speak as freely as we want to, but we should not use our secret information. Our secret goal. So this is the
just
rule.
those 2 cards. So only those 2 cards we can't talk about, but we could talk about other things.
Okay. All right.
All right. And what is the play order, by the way? And
just clockwise.
Just clockwise. And why did Marcus start?
I don't know. So I always start from bottom left.
I don't know. What's the rule for first player?
Just select randomly. I can be the first player if it makes like.
Okay.
I can make an example. Maybe Marcus, if you don't mind, I can start the game.
That'll work.
Okay, so I'm playing this card. Red 5 squares, yellow 2 squares, white back 2 squares, but it's already on the starting position, and I move collusion 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, and put it on the leftmost position. So that ends the action phase. Now I will pick a stone here. It's a black stone, so I will have to choose among these time flies, oversleep, and betting events. And I'm choosing time flies. So I'm putting 1 cube here and move back all the pawns 1 square. So I move back to here, and that concludes my move.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm looking at my hand, and I'm looking at a couple of factors, and I'm seeing that. Wow, I wish you hadn't played collusion because I had some good collusion stuff. All right, so I'm gonna bribe. I'm gonna do this card right here.
Yeah.
Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move black 2, and it goes forward an extra 1. And I'm going to use, yes?
We have to do it in order. So
I'm sorry.
You need to move your horse.
I'm sorry. I see, because that is order. Okay, so I am going to move the yellow. That's true. Okay, it does make sense. I'm going to move the yellow horse 2 spaces.
Why is he moving the yellow horse?
Because because I have a yellow star, I could choose yellow to do either one of those 2 actions, right?
Yes, but you need to move the blue horse first.
Well, I thought I was using the. I'm sorry. I thought when I substituted yellow in, I did it at a penalty of 1 less.
So this is the situation at the beginning, right?
Yep.
You move blue horse 3 spaces,
Okay.
and then move yellow instead of black. So you move this 2 spaces. There is no penalty there. But
Right, but I thought I was choosing to move yellow 3 spaces and then black 2.
Okay, so let's do that.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to do.
Okay, so yellow 3 spaces.
Okay, and I only moved it 2 because I thought for some reason we said it was substituted. I would only move it 1 less, but I see what you're saying. And now I moved black 2. Okay,
Yes.
so I did those 2. Now I'm going to go to the money bribe. So I'm going to move money forward 3 spaces.
No, it is 2 spaces because you used the star option. That was the penalty.
That's the penalty. Okay, yes. All right, I'm with you. And here and there. Whoops, I'm sorry. And there. And now I draw one of these for daytime, nighttime. And I realize it's daytime. So I get to choose what we're doing, or
yes.
Okay. The lucky break is if we're 4, we get to move what?
So you pick one of these tiles and move it on to the rightmost or the leftmost place.
Oh, okay, all right. Hey, Marcus, what do you have do you know what you're playing next?
Not at all.
Okay, because I could move that forward. The cheers, what's the cheers?
Nothing.
Does nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously we want to use lucky break, don't we?
So we can use lucky break only 4 times during the game.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I'll just do cheers for now, and later in the game we'll understand a little bit better. Okay.
We don't count cheers. Yes.
Okay, and I think that ends my turn, correct?
Yes. So when we pick one white and one black, they cancel each other. So we put them both back to the back.
Okay. And then do I redraw to 6 cards?
Okay. 1 race card. You pick 1 race card.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Marcus. I think your turn.
Okay. Right. Black, white, neck and neck.
Can you move red?
Can I move red?
Yeah, because if we can get red 7 more spaces ahead, we'll satisfy our triumph goal.
Now, am I allowed to say if I can move red?
Well, no, you may not move it. You may not be able to move 7 this turn, but.
So to accomplish this one, the time fly needs to happen for the 3rd time first. Okay. So we are not allowed to complete these tasks before this happens.
Okay.
Okay. So I mean, time flies has to have the blue horse thing. It has to be on that mark of the track.
You mean this task?
No, he's pointing down here at the. What do these horses symbols mean?
Yeah, sorry, the horse that is most forward at the race. So currently it is the yellow horse. If it moved to here, then the yellow horse would move 1 more square.
Yeah, so that sort of accelerates the clock, ending the game. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So our first goal is to get time fly if we want to do this triumphs thing. So I was trying to get some separation in the horses, but it seems like we have plenty of time because time has yet to fly.
Okay. Ending that on a scenic. Collusion is swap secret placement cards with another. Okay. Alright, I'm good to, I think I'm just gonna play this card that doesn't seem to matter too much.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, so we got a 3-2. So
Yeah.
all right. So I got the yellow star, which means I could move
You
the
can
yellow.
move the yellow
with
horse
3-2.
instead of green or blue.
Okay, so yellow needs to end up on scenic. That's the only thing that matters with the yellow. So not worried about that right now.
Yeah. Even though I was hell bent to move yellow on my turn, but I just did it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move this green. Oh, actually, green is behind right now. Okay.
Yeah. So if you use the star to move green, move yellow instead of green, we'd keep it further behind red.
Yeah, let's do that. Man, that's a weird one. Okay. Yeah, let's just I guess go with what we got going. Okay, using the yellow, move it 3. Now, I mean, before I do this though, I can't say what's in my hand though.
You can't say anything about which horse you want to place, which color horse you want to come in what place. The 2 cards that are the secrets, the horse and the place, you can't speak about those.
Okay.
But you can speak about the other 4 cards you have, according to Ali's rule, that no one else likes. I don't know.
Okay, so I could be like, I don't have any of a particular color.
The other impact of you moving yellow instead of green is that when you cash in your collusion, you'll, instead of moving collusion forward 1, you'd move it forward 1 less, which would mean none at all. So if you don't move yellow, we can move collusion forward 1, but if you move yellow, it'll stay where it is.
Man. Yeah, I guess we could just leave yellow where it is and move the collusion up 1.
All right. Okay. So move yellow back 3, move green forward 3.
Oh, yeah, let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that. All right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, okay. So I guess I'll just follow up and move blue 2.
And you don't occupy the same space, so it'll move forward to the next empty spot.
So,
Okay.
yes, like this.
All right. And then my collusion, just swap secret placement cards with another
Right,
player.
but that's we only get to do that when we finally get to the goal, when we finally get it to the end of the track.
Okay, so I bumped the conclusion, the collusion up 1.
Correct, but since we moved yellow as a substitute, we get to move it forward 1 less than what we were allowed.
Okay. Yeah, and
that's where we got to the 0. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. All right.
Yeah, but that's okay.
We move the collision to the leftmost place. And yes, now it is the event phase.
All right, and now do day-night.
So you pick a stone from here.
And we want a nighttime stone.
So do I hit just 1?
No, you just like
click and drag out, and you'll pull it out of the box. That's a box of tokens. Oh, you grabbed the whole box.
Yeah.
You need to do it quicker.
Okay. Whoa.
Quicker. So let me grab this.
Yeah, if y'all don't mind.
Just like this.
Is there a way to lock the container?
I don't know. So can I put it into?
All right, great. You got a nighttime action. All right. So go to the night board and pick one of the 3 things for us to do. We could have time fly. We could oversleep. We could place a bet.
So time flies means we move these pawns 1 square back. Oversleep means we take a random movement. Betting means we make a bet about the end condition, but honestly, you don't have enough. No one has enough information.
Sounds
yet.
like oversleep, right?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So just click it once.
Just drag it here, so we will see it.
Whoa.
What nighttime action did we pick?
Oversleep.
Okay, can I do it? For you?
Go.
Just
go for it.
Just pick the top race card and play this.
Okay.
So yellow 5. We don't have a choice. So like whatever it says.
Green 2.
And remember, it'll continue to go forward to the first open spot.
Yeah.
And I'm curious how this works, the backwards in this case.
And yes, so first space.
It just right. So you move it back 2 spaces.
Yes.
Then you see that space is occupied, and then you move it back 1 further. You see that is occupied, and then you move it to the 1. Okay.
Yes.
It's not like Deep Sea Adventure where you would count space number 1 as the first space because it's the first one open. Okay.
No.
All right.
And that is the end of Marcus' turn. It's my turn now.
And then we did nothing with the reputation, right? Because there's nothing there.
Reputation because this was a oversleep action.
Okay, so no
and
bonus action.
All we were going to look at was the horse movement, not the action.
Bonus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
by the way, the Alt key. I don't know if it just makes it easier. Alt key while you're over a card lets you just see it big, and then you should be able to zoom in and out on the card.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Like, see if it was like TTS, but it's not seeming to work for me.
Okay.
Well, I mean, maybe Alt is my command or something, or control. I don't know.
All right, Ali.
Yes. Okay. So, as the designer and most experienced player at the board, I believe core section is super important to find out about these.
I'm sorry. What is the most action? The collusion.
The most important is cores.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's why we moved it up to spot 4.
Yes. So I can do this, and then we will move cores 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I pick 1 stone. It is black, and that is a difficult choice. Should I do time flies or oversleep? I will leave it to you. What do you think?
I'd like to have time fly so we can start working on our triumph and our scenics and our neck and necks. That's my vote.
Okay, so I'm moving this 1 square, and I'm moving back all of these 1 square, and that ends my turn.
Now you move them all back 1 square because that's what time flies does. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So maybe I don't like time flies as much as I used to. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. It's my turn now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And I can see as more turns progress, we're getting more and more. Okay, how about this? I cannot move the coercion forward this turn because it's at 0. So, okay, I'm going to do this. So, I'm going to move the white horse 5 spots and move it forward to the open space. I'll move blue 2 spaces and open to the space. I'll move yellow back 2. And I will coerce. I'm sorry, not coerce. I will reputation 3 spaces.
Yes.
And we are so close. And then I'll just do the old.
The reputation.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. So let me unpick these so gossip stays there. And I can grab these and do that. Okay. All right.
I don't know why it's.
Yeah, I moved. That was me. That was all Jeff error. Okay, I'm gonna pull out this and whoop. All right, a daytime, which I do the daytime action.
Cheers, so lucky break.
Lucky break was again. What happens there when everybody moves?
So you pick one house, one tile, and move it to rightmost or leftmost.
Hey, so the Alt actually holding Alt, it actually makes the cards bigger. But what about the player tableau or whatever, the on your turn actions? How can we zoom in on that? The Alt doesn't work with that.
The card?
Yes.
Alt doesn't work with it, but if you hit the space key, does that zoom you in?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, this is what I really hate is when you really mess up the view. Okay. Now it went out of it.
Try it again, please. Maybe it will work this time. It's space on the time.
Oh! Now, did you change its property? Because now I can use the Alt key on it.
Because I made it not a ground object, regular object.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So now you can use the Alt key.
Okay. Now
is it going to help you, Marcus? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, I could use the lucky break, and we could move collusion all the way over. Right? Is that a use? Is that an appropriate use of lucky break?
So we don't move the pawn. We move the tile like this.
Oh, move the tile. Okay. So yeah. Shoot. And that only gets us 4 spaces, so it doesn't quite get us all the way there. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take one of our lucky breaks. I'm gonna take the collusion and put it there, and move these back here. Okay.
Right. And this to cancel each other, I'm putting them back to back.
Okay.
To the back, and it's Marcus' turn.
All right. And I should have 4 cards in hand at all times, right? Well,
yes.
6, okay.
Yes, yeah, that's basically, I think, the last action we take at the end of a turn. I almost forgot to do it too this turn.
Let me put this here.
Okay. You can't go, can you go negative? Like if you're at 0, can you go negative?
No, it stays in 0.
Huh. Okay. Are y'all having difficult choices to make with these cards?
I found some fun choices in there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's go with this one. Are you guys on high-powered machines by any chance?
I did upgrade my system, but not high-powered. I have a pretty reasonable laptop. But one of the things that I would do with my sort of normal system I was using before was I would run Discord on my phone, not on my computer, because Discord seemed to take a lot of my processing power as well.
Okay. Yeah, I used to always get disconnected and stuff trying to do that, but we got different internet here now, so maybe. All right. So I can move the white in place of something else. The white just needs to be neck and neck with black, which they are. So I'll just go ahead and do the standard. Move the. All right, move the blue 5. Putting blue on 13. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or does it go to 14 or 13?
13. You just do the addition.
Okay. All right, then we got 2 for yellow. -2 green.
Now, if we wanted to keep green a little bit ahead of red, we could substitute in white, and it won't have any impact on the board because you've played a reputation card, which is going to move 0 anyway. So having reputation move, or would it move -1?
No.
Okay. So I'm just saying we could keep green separated from red. I've got a nice big green red separation card I'm going to play in the future. So we could get green and red separated if you decided to move white instead of green backwards too.
Again, what all can I say about my cards again?
You have 2 cards that tell which horse you want to finish the race in what place.
Yeah, but I mean, what can I tell you guys?
You can't talk about those 2.
Okay. So I can't be like, I want this to be here.
Well, I think we're trying to maneuver things at certain things, so I think we can kind of say. I mean, I'm still keeping my information at general, but I've got a card that moves green forward and red backwards. So I would love green to be ahead of red because I'm looking over here at Triumph.
Okay, I would love for red to be ahead of green.
Oh, you got okay, all right, but I'm just we're already in a starting state with green ahead of red.
Not by much though. That's the thing.
Well, that's true, but mine's a big one. Mine will create 10 units of separation.
Okay, so for some reason Marcus seems to want.
Okay, Marcus, move green back. Move green back.
Yeah,
move green back. I got you.
Yep, I think it's already there. I think it's there. Yep.
Yeah, you moved it. All right.
Yeah. All right. So I got yeah.
And now you move reputation, which is already in the last spot, so nothing happens there.
Cool.
So you pick a stone from the event bag.
Looks like a daytime stone.
Yes.
Okay. So I go to.
You could pick cheers. You could say cheers was our action and nothing happens, or we could use one of our 3 remaining lucky breaks to move one of these markers.
Yeah, I mean, what do y'all want to do?
I used one of the lucky breaks last turn to move collusion to the 4th spot because Ali hinted we better get some collusion going. So I'd like it to stay in the 4th spot.
Okay, so let's go cheers.
What do you think, Ali? Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think, yes. Most of the time we will choose cheers.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hooray! We all cheer.
So I slide one of those out or just leave it alone?
No, I think it's just a...
So we put back these 2 stones to the back like this.
Because there was a day and a night. Okay.
Yeah. So it's my turn. Jeff, I might be misunderstood. So coerce is the one we turn up the cards.
Oh, I'm sorry. Coerce instead of collusion. I'm sorry.
That's.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was trying to move. What you want anyway? Okay. Oops.
Yeah, that's no big deal. So I will do this card. So yellow 2, clear this one and post equals 3 squares. Like this, and then I pick a stone and I do cheers, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. I could coerce right now, but that wouldn't get us all the way to the right. It wouldn't get to the goal. So I'm gonna avoid that. Marcus, do you have a coerce in your hand?
Let me see. Cool.
Which would be the gun.
Yeah, I've got one. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna let you do it, and I'm gonna try to move it higher up. So I'm gonna do a collusion. And I want to do this one so badly, but you won't let me. So I'm gonna. You don't want me to move green forward. So I'm going to play this one here. Okay, so.
And again, if we don't all complete our secret top missions, then we don't win, right?
So each secret mission is worth 5 victory points. And like 30 victory points is a good score.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to move this 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What else contributes to the victory points?
These bettings and these tasks, each is worth 1 victory point.
Okay, the bettings and the tasks. Okay. You know what? Yeah, okay.
All right. I was, instead of moving yellow 1 forward.
You know, I think I'm going to change my stance on that green.
Oh, really?
I mean, it looks.
Okay, let me, because I did want to do something else. So let me just reset these. And I thought it had been pretty brilliant too. So because yellow, I didn't move forward.
Now, I mean, I might be causing us a little detriment, but I think I'm just going to change my mind on the green.
All right. 3.
Yes.
Yeah. So instead of 1, no, I think red was here, and I had chosen to move. Oh, you're right. I had moved red 1. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't want to move yellow onto
the
handcuffs because I got a hint from earlier. Okay, I am going to play this card. Woohoo! Okay, green will move 7 forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then red would move 3 backwards. So it would have been nice and big, but there's no backwards red. Black will move 1, no backwards red. The collusion had been back here, so I will move it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd only moved it 3 because I'd substituted before. And collusion now goes to the back. But it brings, more importantly, I was trying to bring coerce up 1 more so we could complete coerce on your turn, Marcus. If that makes sense. Okay, and now I will do a nighttime action. And that makes everything go backwards 1, right? So I'm not going to do that.
Sorry, it was here. We already did an oversleep.
We did an oversleep, yeah. So I don't know. Can I bet?
I mean, you can, but then host will come up, and will you be able to guess correctly?
What?
So, say white horse has come up, and you will need to make a bet on the white horse, just as an example. will it come first? Will it come second? Will it come third?
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's better when we have more information.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I think I'm going to oversleep then, right? So let me oversleep. I'm going to move red 7. Going to move yellow 1. I'm going to move black 3. And unfortunately, we're under investigation. That wasn't what I had hoped. Okay. All right, Marcus. I'm going to draw my race card. Okay.
So now Cheers is looking good to you. Nothing happens.
Well, but I didn't pull the. That's only a daytime action, though.
Yes. I mean, nothing happens is much better.
Nothing happens is nice. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but nothing good happens at night. Okay. I mean, I would have time flies, but I want us to coerce because you encourage us to do that. Okay.
Okay. All right. So on me.
Yes.
That's why I wanted to bet. To me, betting was almost a no action.
Right.
Yes.
So I changed my mind on the green. Screw it. And then we're going 7 on green. And then we'll be able to move the yellow back 3. But 7 is 16.
All right. That looks good.
Yeah, like, and I'm moving with a lot of lag. I got too much stuff going. So kind of hard to move the mouse and everything. But anyway, blue 1.
Yeah. Which will go 2 forward. I'll go ahead and do that for you then, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You just tell me the number to move it to.
Oh, yeah.
And then yellow back
like
3.
15, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Okay.
Okay, and then we got a coerce 1 or coerce none or.
Well, you coerce, and how many? What is the coerce level at right now?
Looks like it's a 0 because there's no numeral, but.
No. Actually, up here, this track up top over all of them.
Okay.
In what position is coerce in?
Oh, okay. It's I guess that would be a 4 or 3.
A 3. Yep. So based on that, we would move coerce 3 to the right.
Okay.
Except that we moved yellow horse, which is under investigation. So instead of 3, we will move 2.
Gosh darn it. Okay, and that's for every horse under investigation that we move in a turn?
1 is the biggest penalty that can get. It will not get minus.
Now, Ali, I'm gonna ask you to consider one aspect, right?
Sure.
And that's that yellow moved backwards on Marcus's card. So if the police were investigating this horse and saw that it started to lose, that should not impact us negatively.
Okay.
Only if the horse moved forward would the police be suspicious. This was a brilliant move by Marcus.
Okay, so that is very good and self-serving thinking, but that's not what the rule is.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. I tried, Marcus. Okay. We almost got to good. So now do you know how to do the maintenance on this track here?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that, yeah. I missed that trying to move the screen around apparently.
Right. So the maintenance on this now is we use the coerce action this turn.
Okay.
So we pull it out. We'll take everything else and promote it up in value, but now the next time we do a coerce, it's sitting at 0. Okay. All right.
This is known as the Arc Nova maneuver right now, right?
Okay. Is that from another core mechanic?
Well,
Ali, were
Arc
you
Nova
inspired by that?
light, right?
I missed the question, sorry.
Oh, I say that sliding the actions thing, I guess is most known for Arc Nova right now, or no?
I don't know Arc Nova.
Okay.
So
yeah, I suspect it's been around much longer than Arc Nova.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I've discarded that card, and if you draw your no. Now you have to do your daytime nighttime.
Okay, daytime nighttime. All right, so just drag one of these.
Yes. You're gonna do a nighttime. So, what nighttime you gonna do? Just put it here on this track, and we'll see.
Nighttime. Okay, so what's betting gonna do for us? Yeah.
You get.
I had suggested betting. Yeah, you'll draw one of the betting cards, and then which will be one of the 6 horses, and then you'll have to guess, is it going to come in first, second place, third, fourth, fifth. You'll have to kind of like predetermine what.
Okay, does they give us negative points if we don't win it, or?
So every correct bet will earn us 1 victory point at the end.
Okay, and then oversleep, what's that again?
We make a random move.
Right, we turn over the race card and the horses move, but we don't get to do the actions on the bottom.
All right, so we want to oversleep or bet?
You know, when I overslept, I got a horse under investigation. We could time flies, and then that way we could start the triumph task. But that would move everything back 1, and we wouldn't be able to complete some of these goals. But we're close to completing these goals. I think we should time flies. I don't want to do I don't know. We could oversleep, but we put somebody under investigation last time. Oversleep could work.
Yeah, let's oversleep.
All right. But I want to see the time flies mechanic, and the triumph and the scenic and all that. We're passing up one of our photo spots here.
All right, let's time flies.
All right, time flies it is. So that means all of these go back 1?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'll do these all back 1. Okay, cool. But now we can do triumph, right?
Yes.
And we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces apart. So all we have to do is at any point have them 12 apart. We've accomplished triumph, and we can move any marker 3 forward on our action track, right?
Yes. So,
all right.
And this is my turn, and I'm doing this. 7.
Marcus, you need to draw 1 more race card.
Yeah, this low.
And -3. I advanced bribe only 3 instead of 4 because of I moved yellow.
Yeah.
And now
we try. Yeah.
So I declare this done.
Okay.
The reward is we move these pawns a total of 3 squares.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yes. And we get to choose. And I will leave the decision to you.
All right. Marcus, I think we should do 2 of the 3 with coerce and accomplish that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we get to turn up a secret card. Do we do this now or finish doing our things? Let me see. So everything else is equidistant from being done. So I think we ought to do reputation's going to move a lot, and gossip's going to move a lot. Collusion is going to move the least. So I think we ought to move bribe forward 1, because all of these can satisfy the goals on the track. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
So course action, I pick 1 secret card and turn it up. So you already know your goals, but we don't know anything about these. So I will just pick this player, but I will leave the decision, should I turn up the secret horse or secret placement?
Horse is my vote.
Marcus,
what do you think, Marcus?
I mean, I'm thinking placement, because...
Okay, all right. Okay, I go with Marcus. Placement.
Okay, so I'm turning it up. So some horse is trying to come up in the first place, and it's not one of us.
Okay, all right.
And now the event, it is black. And
2 blacks.
So I think this is risky, but I don't want to move all these 4 pawns back 1 square, so I will oversleep, which is 7, 1. Oh,
No.
no, sorry. Black 1 and green -2. Okay, so that didn't screw up much, hopefully, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
On me?
It's now my turn.
Okay.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna move yellow forward 1, 2, 3. We need to try to land yellow on this scenic by moving it backwards, or this scenic moving it forward. I'm gonna move white 2, and I am going to collude by moving it forward 2.
1.
Woohoo!
Sorry
Okay.
to spoil your fun, but we move it 1 square.
Why is that?
Because yellow.
Oh, I moved yellow. You're so mean.
Okay, so what's the problem with always moving
that
yellow?
is why being on
That's why you put that.
sucks.
That's why you put that hint on there to not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so what's the problem with always moving yellow?
Yeah, because remember, yellow is under investigation. It landed on the handcuffs here.
Oh, so,
So
it
we've
stays
turned
under
yellow in
investigation
this
forever?
orientation. So
Okay, so it's
anytime
upside down.
the horse card moves, we get 1 less reward.
Okay. Anytime we move any of the squares,
Ask again.
we get 1 less anytime we move any of those up the track.
Any of the horses that are under investigation that landed on an orange handcuff site, and that so far has only been yellow.
Okay.
And
But anytime
that
you move
only
yellow.
happened when I did the oversleep and we had a random horse movement and
Okay.
it did it for us. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull from the container a daytime cheer. What? All right. So I'm going to take these away because I cancel, and I'm going to cheer. Marcus, it's your turn.
Alrighty.
Do something amazing.
Okay. Alright, so... Okay, and then when do these things proc? Like, I know the Triumph procced, but what made the Triumph proc, though? Just having it 7 spaces apart at one point?
At 12 in this
12,
case, 12,
okay.
right. And so now we're trying to work on the next task is scenic.
So it's got...
And
so
to have
has to be
scenic
next.
work is you need to move this color horse to a spot with that marking.
Okay.
So if you have a 9 yellow forward, that'd be great. But moving yellow also penalizes us in our reward.
Alright. So we'll just work towards that scenic, I'm thinking.
I like that.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Can you move it 4?
I can move it 7.
Can you move it 1, Ali? I mean, I have a 1.
No.
Can you move it -3?
No, I have other plans.
Okay, you have other plans. Okay, all right.
I can move it -3.
Okay, then move it 7.
Okay, move it 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 27.
Yep.
Okay, 1. -3. Yeah, got some lag going on. 1 second. Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. All right, and then which action is that? The gossip moves 3,
Well,
but 2.
gossip moves. In this case, it would be 3 normally, but since we moved
It's 2.
the yellow horse, 2. Yeah.
All right, so
But I think that's all we need, right?
all we need.
All right, perfect. All we need is a little less lag.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, what happens with gossip now? Now you get to ask a yes/no question.
So, do you want to answer a question about your horse or your placement? Marcus.
Let's go. So we can literally flip a card or just ask a question?
So, you decide whether to give information about your horse or your placement, and then there is a yes/no question that you will answer.
Okay. Yeah, so I can just answer about my place.
Okay, so I'm giving this card to you, and we look at it all. And it asks, are you going to rank one of these?
1 second. Okay, is your goal... Oh, everybody reads this, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, is your goal one of these placements, yes or no? Second place, disqualified? No, my goal is not second place.
Or
Okay,
disqualified.
Or
disqualified. Right? Or disqualified.
Nope, nor disqualified.
Okay.
Okay.
So
right.
we both know about this.
All right,
now.
cool. And that'll
So we
just
have
stay
a better
there?
idea about your goal.
Okay, all right.
Okay, all right.
You pick a stone, and that's...
Okay, cancel each other out, right?
Yes. But you still choose
You
before...
still have to choose a day action. Yeah.
Okay.
The canceling each other out is really just a kind of a maintenance action. Right?
Okay.
So
we
we can
wanna
either
just try
cheers or the lucky break.
Oh, cheers, lucky break. Okay, that's the daytime. Okay. And lucky break is what again?
Lucky break lets you pick any one of those actions up above and move it all the way to the right or all the way to the left.
Okay, just 4 times a game.
We can only do that 3 more times in the game.
All right, so cheers, nothing happens.
All right, cool.
Yep, cheers. All right, cheers.
Okay, so my turn, I'm playing this one. So this and reputation is finished.
Okay.
So I get to move 1 laurel, except for reputation, one of these 4 laurels, 1 square back. And I'm asking for your opinions. Which one?
Okay, now if you move bribe or collusion back 1, would it immediately happen?
Yes.
Okay, and it was coercion that you thought was super great. So why don't we make coercion cheaper? Just because we can always turn up a secret card of a player and no information.
Okay, so Marcus, do you have an objection or like another idea?
That's cool with me.
Okay, so this, and then I pick a and okay, cheers, and end of my turn.
All right. Okay, I am going to move yellow forward 5.
Whoa! I got a yellow movement. I got a scenic yellow movement.
I know. That's why I asked you if you had a -3. Black, I'll go 1, 2. Oh, wait. Now, black is going to move it and land it there, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's under investigation. Black's under investigation. And then green is -2. We're going to use the gun and move it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3.
And 3 because we
Yellow.
moved yellow. Now instead of black, 1, 2. No, either way. Even if I moved white 2 or green -2. I went pretty fast. I didn't realize I was going to land on that. I didn't know if there was another thing where I could move white instead, and avoid that. But white is 2 away from it as well. So I think unless I didn't move yellow, I was going to get somebody under investigation. But all we have to do is bribe and cancel an investigation. So, all right. So that was my card resolution. We coerced pretty well, so let me move it back. And let me draw a nighttime action. I don't want to oversleep. So I'm going to either oversleep or bet. This moves every horse forward 1 spot, right?
Not every, but the yellow, which is we don't want.
Oh, just the lead, and we don't want to move it. So I'm going to oversleep. This can't possibly have a yellow on it. Can't possibly. Can't. Okay.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right.
All right.
And I draw my card, and it's your turn, Marcus.
All right. Okay, for my scenic, all this lag. All right. And
Marcus, it seems like you have only 3 race cards in your hand.
yeah, somehow a card got slid under another card.
Oh, okay.
Man, I would like to fix that, but all right.
Then hit, maybe if you see the 2 cards that are together, hit 1, and maybe it'll separate them because it's treating it as a deck of 2 cards. I don't know if that'll work.
Yeah, we all know what happened, but
You can put it outside. It's not critical that we see those cards. It's not.
okay. Oh. Yeah, like there's a weird thing about there's a line leading back from the race deck too. Man.
These are only 1 card.
Yeah, just don't pull out your secret cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Are you missing 1 card? Do you need to draw 1 more race card before you?
Oh no, it's there. It's there. It just got slid under another card for some reason.
Is it the one that you want to play?
Yeah, I was thinking so, but dealing with all this lag, I probably shouldn't have tried to record, but I didn't know it would be so bad. I guess Discord is making it worse too.
Yeah, I run Discord on my cell phone when I had a slower computer, and that helped, and then not run Discord on my laptop. But,
man, I think the one that God dang it, man. I think the one that I want to play is just the one that's under everything. It's not.
Well, what's this blindfold feature? Can Ali and I just blindfold ourselves, let you pull all your cards out of your play zone?
Okay, so I
oh, there it is. There's the card you wanted to play.
No. Well, no, because I want to use that next turn to get the scenic on the
next turn. Well, but we can't assure that yellow won't move.
Oh no, I mean we're gonna get the scenic right now. We're gonna get the scenic right now as soon as I can move this freaking card away. But
oh, I see. Okay.
Jeff, if you press B, It will be
my blindfold is on. So
okay.
Marcus, you can feel free to pull all your cards out, including your secret cards. No one can see it.
Yeah, man, this card got stuck to this other. Man. Okay, now it got. Okay, yeah, now it got stuck under the secret card. Yeah.
Yeah, just pull them out, and outside your zone, maybe you can manipulate them more easily.
Man, does stuff like this often happen when you're playtesting online?
Sometimes I think it truly is because maybe you're streaming, your streaming applications, and then the TableTop Playground, and then the Discord all on one system. Like I said, what had helped me was shut down Discord on your laptop and just run it on your cell phone, so we can talk to each other.
Okay. Yeah, when I've tried to do stuff like that in the past, everything just goes all higgledy-piggledy, so I'll keep it like it is.
All right.
Yeah, because it's killed me in the past with Discord.
Okay.
All right.
Did you? Yeah. Can we unblindfold, or are you still manipulating?
Yeah, I mean, y'all are good now.
All right, I'm back.
All right. So, all right. So go.
Okay. Do you need? Okay, and you have your race card out that you're playing.
White 7. So going.
So you're not gonna move yellow back 3 spaces.
Well, I mean, that's got to be last, right?
Oh, because you got the yellow
star.
Star. You're gonna use the yellow star. Okay, great, cool.
All right. So 15 white. Green 1. Yep, I think the problem is I got this weird line popping up after every move I make. I don't know what that's about.
Is it a? Well, I don't know what that.
A vortex line or something? I don't know.
Okay.
All right, so yellow going -3 with the star. So instead of the red, now we got the
nice. Cool. Okay. We've achieved scenic. So what does that mean? Everything moves to what we get to choose one to move to the end goal.
We complete one action of our choice. Like Marcus chooses one action to complete.
In collusion, swap secret placement cards with each other. That sounds good, or?
It's only one place away, so maybe we can do like reputational gossip and like.
Yeah, I mean, reputation makes an action cheaper, which is like a permanent effect. Gossip is far away. That's that question answer mechanic, and then the other 3 are really close to being solved or achieved, I should say. Do you want to try reputation and make something cheaper? In fact, we could even.
We get to go all the way to the track. Okay, all the way to the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's make stuff cheaper. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Now make something cheaper. Like if you did bribe and made it cheaper, we would actually be able to bribe someone, and we could uninvestigate either yellow or. Black.
All right, so yeah, let's make bribe cheaper. Yeah.
All right. Everybody likes cheaper bribes.
Oh yeah.
All right, move that back to the spot.
This freaking leg. All right, here we go.
Yeah, just move it back 1 spot. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And now we complete the bribe action. You choose.
Do we want to do yellow or black? Yellow we've been moving a lot. We've been moving yellow a lot to get it to something. So I think our motivation to move yellow is going to be less.
Yeah, let's go.
Than maybe moving black. So maybe we.
Oh yeah.
Fix black. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay.
And okay, so you pick a stone.
Okay, night action. Don't want to do oversleep because. Oh, maybe you do want to do oversleep. No, let's not do oversleep.
But maybe the only thing with oversleep now is that we can only do it 8 times. Is that correct?
Yes.
And we've already used it half of its times. So here's something crazy. If we do time flies, does that mean as we move it forward that every horse is going to move forward 1 space?
No, only.
Oh, no, just the lead space.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that'll at least clear that scenic spot for blue, which is our next blue. We want to get blue to a camera spot. So if we move yellow off of it, maybe somebody can get blue onto it.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds
by
good.
taking time flies.
All right, sounds good. All right, so time flies it.
All right, so I'll move yellow forward 1.
Okay, so this blue horse under this spot, what does that mean again?
It's a generic color, supposed to be. We move only the most forward horse, which is yellow at this case.
Okay, cool.
I should have put it gray or something.
Okay.
It confuses people. And we move these
I think you could do something that is like first place or something, or first horse, right?
Yeah.
Whatever language, whatever thing you're using for, like here, you've got first place. So like first trophy horse, right?
Yeah.
Something like,
A leading horse.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn. I want to play this card, but I need to make sure if... okay, yes, it looks good. I will do this. 5, 2, -2, and bribe goes only 3, unfortunately, but still good, I believe. And I pick a stone. Okay, cheers.
Okay, all right.
Oops.
Okay, I can't move blue to the spot, so I will look at the other things I can achieve from a... Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, it looks like I'm going to... Okay, I think I'm gonna... 1, 2, 3, 6, 7... Okay, all right. Okay, this looks relatively safe. Okay, so 7, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to yellow goes forward 1, back to the camera spot. Blue comes 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I did have the blue next turn. I did have the scenic next turn.
All right. I wish someone had limitedly communicated that to me. Because I could have maybe picked something different. Sorry. Do you want me to take it back? I can take it back.
Well, and there was a very limited communication, so.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You should have used the secret code word. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to do the collusion action, which goes 1, 2, and then I wrap it around and do 1, 2 down at this end, right?
No, there's no overflow. We complete the action.
Yeah. No. Okay. So that goes there, and the collusion action is we can now we've never colluded before, right?
No.
Okay, so swap secret placement cards with another. So I can swap it with one of our unknown people, right?
Yes.
So I can go here.
Yes.
And I can go here.
Yes. And this is your new goal now.
This is my new goal.
But also, you know, the goal of this player. We don't want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then the event.
Okay. And then, now wait, I did it. Right, and I had moved yellow, so it was one less, but it didn't matter. And hooray! Cheers. Okay.
And you've always got to go top to bottom with the cards, right?
Yes.
Okay. You got to look at everything differently now.
If you can bribe, we can finally get yellow back off the take.
Bribe to get yellow off the take. All right. Yeah. That's important right now?
I don't think it's important right now necessarily. Yeah.
Right.
But we do want to move yellow to clear it for blue, which means we'll just lose one movement on our track because yellow's our problem horse. That even when it runs backwards and slow, it gets investigated.
Yeah, I think I'll bribe anyway and move yellow. Sounds good.
Yeah, okay.
All right, white 3. Make them close for the neck and neck. One. Yeah, this is a horrible leg. Horrible leg. 1, 2, 3.
That's
yeah.
No, that's not how we count. So you were in the 15, you end up in 18.
What? Oh,
right.
Oh, okay. 18. Okay.
Yeah, which would put it under investigation.
What?
Which we can deal with.
Nah, let's not do that. Screw that.
All right. Okay.
I've already shown the card. I mean, how does that work? I got confused.
Well, according to Ali, we can talk about the card. Yeah, that card's okay.
I mean, I got confused with the count. Yeah, so don't. Yeah, so I'm thinking let's not do anything under investigation if we have to.
I agree. That was our big hint.
Yeah. And the count confused me. All right, 7. Yeah. Blue. Red. All right, let's count this beforehand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 24, right? Yeah, 24.
Yes.
White 1. Ah, damn it. Okay, then we got -3. Oh, what? 1, 2, 3. What the? Oh, okay. You can't get double investigation.
But it's already under investigation, so double investigation is okay. That's good. And in fact, it blocks all these other horses from landing on that spot.
Perfect. Perfect.
Brilliant move. That was a power move.
Power happenstance move. Yes. All right. Now draw the deal.
So I'm moving back to, but we don't advance.
Okay. Double day. Let's cheers. Right.
All right.
Cheers for nothing. And then put the tiles back. Put the stones back.
No, not until there's a day to cancel out a night to cancel a day.
Okay.
So basically, Ali is forcing us to eventually, more likely, go to night.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm playing this one. You will not like it, but that is life.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
I'm not trying to like sabotage you, but I want the gossip action because it moves 4 squares and it's completed, and I want to answer a question about my horse color, if it is all right for you.
Now, did I ever do my gossip action for my card?
Yes, this is here. This
Okay.
one.
Right. But you're right. The gossip was in a place on this track that it didn't move the token forward.
Okay, gotcha.
I saw you, Ali, take care of that maintenance, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So I'm answering a question about my horse color. Let's see. Are you white, yellow, or black? And my answer is yes.
Okay.
And nighttime event. Let's see. Oops. Time flies over sleep. I'll do time flies. And that's my turn.
Can anybody move blue 4?
I can move it too. If someone clears red.
Do you have a can you move it? Can you move blue 2?
I can move blue 2.
You can move blue 2 as well? Okay, all right. So I'm going to play...
now, those are legal questions, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to move white 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move red 2. 1, 2. I'm going to move blue -2. Okay. Then we're going to do the collusion, which moves 1 because I used the blue power. Now I'm going to draw the last day token. How come it's not? Oh, shoot. I think I was having my own lag for some reason. Okay. Let me put these back in. Okay, here we go. 1. Okay, it's nighttime, which is the right time. And I don't know. Nobody's in the mood to oversleep, are we? Why don't I just move this guy forward too? All right.
All right.
All right. And I'm going to draw my missing race card.
Also, move these back 1 square.
Oh, because of that. Yeah. Well, maybe that was bad, but anyway. Okay. All right.
Do we want to stick with the time flies?
Do we want to go back? Yeah.
It's your choice. Yeah.
I did it. Through limited communication, I said I said I'm doing it.
Okay.
Right. All right.
If you can move blue 2,
All right.
then Ali can move it another 2.
Yeah, sounds like a winner. All right. Green going to 20.
Right, I'll grab it for you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, blue going to 27.
Okay.
Black going to 17.
All right.
Then reputation 4.
Yes.
Zonk, you did it.
Sweet. All right.
All right, make an action cheaper.
Reputation again?
We can't make reputation cheaper.
Because because why not?
That's the rule. Otherwise,
Yeah, Ali had said that earlier.
Cursively makes the game too much easy.
Okay. We don't have a bunch of bribes, so coerce.
All right, let's do it.
Right. Right. Stone. Got a day.
Yay, we're cheering. Okay.
Sharing.
So reputation is at 0 now. Okay, so I think I have a good move. Let's see. 3 and 2 and course goes 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay. So let's pick one of these. So what do you think? So Jeff already knows this card but doesn't know this card. So I can open this one or I can open this one and we all know who is going to come first. Or I can open one of these. Which one do you prefer?
I say the completely blind information.
This one?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and we were looking at places, correct?
Whichever you want. Place or horse? You prefer place? Or?
Yeah, place sounds good again.
Okay. So someone is trying to come up at the third place.
Okay.
Which we don't know who is. And
right.
I complete this one.
You got scenic, so what does that mean?
So we move one horse back 4 to 7 squares. And you know what? I'm just going to pick this one and move all the way to here.
Hey, guys, my lag caused me to put the white stone back in the box, and then it's hard for me to drag another white stone out.
So it was like this?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so I will pick a stone, which is black, and I think it is very safe, like as safe as it can be to oversleep right now. So let's do it. 5, 2, oh no. So it was not safe at all. How do I? So this is under investigation. I don't know how to manipulate it.
What's that? Oh, how to knock it down?
Yeah.
Well, standing up on its edge means it's under investigation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Okay. So actually, what time did we start the session?
Oh, it's been an hour and 45 minutes ago.
Oh well, that's true. And we had a lot of like startup and stuff. But I'm just wondering, like, I mean, I think we sort of have we seen almost all of the game? I mean, we would continue to try to, ferret out the secrets, and then we probably wouldn't have 100% certainty. We might be able to have to guess, or maybe we do have enough we do have enough time to figure it out. What would you say?
So we have 2 time fly So 2 events here, 3 events here, and 6 events here on the betting. So the rest of the game would be like 6, 8, 11 times 2. We have 22 moves apart from ending, like more or less.
Yeah.
And we would have to start on betting. We don't have like good information yet, so we will miss a couple bettings probably. So we will like make 3 or 4 bettings correctly, right? And we will probably do this in the future somehow.
Right.
And the end of the game, we will like, because the horses are so close to each other, we will have a difficult time to like actually sort and come at the right place. So it will be exciting, but I think we will like I think we will do it like 5 correct, let's say, on average. Yeah, and then yes.
Yeah, so I'm not encouraging us to shorten the session, but I just thinking that like
real novelty.
We'll see a lot of the that and I'm glad that you explained kind of what emotions we might go through near the end.
Yeah, it will be like difficult to just sort this, and it will be like, I don't know, exciting, and we will maybe like miss nearly, and we will say, oh, like so close. Yeah.
So y'all didn't want to finish it out, or what?
No,
well, often in a playtest event, right, you kind of balance playtesting the design to learn what you can about it versus the enjoyment of actually playing the game.
Okay.
Right. So depending on what you want to achieve, Ali.
I can get your feedback now.
Okay.
Unless both of you like insist on going on playing, it's fine with me and it's here.
Okay. All right. Okay. So this is a little bit just more like the games I play are usually a bit lighter, and the games I design are a bit lighter. But overall, once you got in the groove, you kind of understand all of the pieces. And I had fun. I really enjoyed trying to pick out that card that would maneuver the horses where we wanted to achieve goals, and actually move the markers along. So I thought that was a great. I thought this mechanic here, whether or not we were supposed to spend as much time on it or not, really helped focus us on, kind of like moving the horses around, beyond just avoiding the oranges. So I think that's an important, even though you've got a lot of things added on here, I thought that was a fun part of it. I thought, maybe there could be less results down here in the day-night. But I think who is your target audience for this game? What is the player you want to play this game? What is their favorite game?
Pandemic?
It's a difficult question. So I think like I want a medium weight Euro style game. So like not very complicated, but like can be played with family, but you need to pay attention. So it's not like a party game or a children's game.
Right.
So causal gamers to like gamers. I don't know.
Okay, and so those players, generically, those are the players. What is their favorite game that they love playing? That you're going to convince them that this one's just a little bit better? Like similar but better. I'm just curious. It just helps me place my head.
So,
like, were you inspired by a part of a design or anything, or?
So this is my second board game. My first board game, probably it's like sort of self-published. It's a long story. So in it there were secret goals, but it was a competitive game. I had the idea like 20 years ago, and after that I had this idea: why not have secret identities, but in a cooperative setting? And the year was like 2002 or something when I first had the idea, but then the game went through many iterations. So at the time there were no cooperative games at all. Maybe the Lord of the Rings only. There were no Hanabi, no Pandemic, no nothing.
Right. Forbidden Island and Pandemic weren't out there.
Yeah. So when I first thought of it, it was like the most original idea ever. Now it's not.
Okay. Oh, timing is everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. So it's. I believe it's not very complicated, but you need to think. So it's not like you cannot just play randomly.
Any one part is not complicated at all. But I am wondering if there's more than needs to be there, like the day-night parts. Could that just be removed? Right? So that way now it's the race cards, and it's the moving of the things, and it's the deducing of the secret placement that we want to have win. Right? That's just an opportunity for something that you could pull out, and then maybe that just speeds up the game a little bit. And you still have quite a few things to think about. Because when you say you want, I appreciate what you said is like, hey, I want it like so that the younger family members can play, that it's not too complicated, but that it's still complicated enough that it provides a fun and interesting challenge for the rest of the family. So I think you've got that in the top part of the game. Maneuvering the horses the right way, using your cards to maneuver horses, but you have to balance out how it moves on the resource track, right? So maybe there's other ways to do the day-night, if you really need to keep something in there, but it's just an area that might be extra, and it just might clean it up a little bit. We talked a little bit about like the wild color icon. Maybe it's a rainbow horse or something like that.
Yes.
Or the generic horse, when you say it's the first place horse, maybe use the first place iconography. We didn't get to betting, but to me, betting just seemed to be doubling down a bit on solving the secret goal. So I guess that's what it is, right? If you solve the secret goal communication problem, you translate that into the proper bets, and that's really what the game is doing for you, right?
So I put the betting. So that is one of the last changes I made to the game. Because I don't want the players to spend all the game just doing the actions and not worrying about their places and like learning stuff. I want to force players a little think about the places during the first half of the game also. That is
right. Yeah, and that's why we're trying to discover the secrets, is so that we can place the proper bets, right?
Also, like at the end of the game, you cannot do it alone. So someone needs to know your goal also.
Right. Right. And maybe that just could be the guess at the end, right? Like it doesn't need to be a mechanic that happens throughout the game. Maybe just that handing the card to me and me placing the bet just happens, at the, like the move before it ends, right? So it doesn't have to be part of like a day-night sequence. Just you might be able to definitely keep that there, but just have
Jeff,
how the betting happens later.
Excuse me, would you mind making a betting event right now? So just pick a card and place a bet.
Okay, all right.
See how it feels.
Take a betting card. Okay.
Yes, face down, put it in your hand.
Yep. So only I know what it is. Okay. And that. Okay. So I know that right. I have to make a bet. So it's so early in the game that it's right. If I know what we're trying to manipulate the race to be, I can just place the bet on that.
Yes.
Because you already have us trying to have the horses end the race in a particular order, right? You already have us doing that because we all want to achieve our secret goal, right?
Yes. But now
And so what I want to do is place a bet that we achieve our secret goals correctly.
yes.
Right? So that's why I thought we're doubling down on that. It's
Yes.
like you're making me figure out it and manipulate the horses, but now you're making me bet that I'm going to do it right, right? So what, it's just,
Yes.
it's like if I get it right, I get double points. If I get it wrong, I get 0 points, right? And I mean, I guess I could play the, okay, let's like bet wrong so that I cover, and so that if the placement's not right, we do that. You can kind of hedge things in there. But to me, it's still doubling down. It's really the same kind of goal. You're making us. It's just my observation there.
So if you're thinking that should be like an in-game action.
Go on.
So are you thinking that should just be like an in-game action, like place your bets now, pretty much at the end of the game?
Well, at the end, when a horse crosses the finish line, right, we're all going to reveal our secrets, right, and say, did we get the horses in the right order?
Maybe once it reaches...
And that, like, is thematically the bet we placed.
Maybe
right?
Once it reaches the 45, then you were forced to place your bets?
It could be bets. I'm thinking that betting is redundant to the puzzle, because I'm already trying to make my secret happen. So if I put a bet out there, if the bet is wrong, am I going to try to make the bet happen or my secret identity happen? And so I don't know. I'm just, that's just my feeling. And then the last thought I had was you have the hint about the under investigation. So I was wondering if you might just want to make like the investigation penalties harsher, and that would, they would learn quicker, right? So like if 3 horses are under investigation, you immediately lose the game, right? Something like that. Or maybe the penalty is sort of on a exponential scale. So like if you have 1 horse under investigation, we lose 1. But if you have 2, we lose 3. If or something, right? Or you lose 2. You lose 2. And so that way, like the game itself is reinforcing that hint. I mean, it sort of does already, because every time you move the horse, but just by making it even harsher, it might make the players realize almost immediately, wow, we better avoid this, rather than hoping that hoping that the designer will point. Yeah. Okay. So, am I still on?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. My headset's dying. Those were, now, Ali, I enjoyed playing it. I mean, I enjoyed, like I said, the horse racing part and all that. And so I'm kind of pointing out some of the things I thought that might be extra. But yes. I really enjoyed, the parts about maneuvering the horses and that middle track. Like the top 2/3 of the game board, I really enjoyed. I thought the lower third was fun, but I thought maybe you'd have a more concise package, maybe without the betting and the some of the day-night stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand your point. Thank you for your feedback. So you feel the game is too long?
I think it is too long. It's hard to tell in a virtual simulation like this, because it's already going to add 30 or 45 minutes to the game.
That's what I'm thinking.
Just because of our awkwardness, right? And then we were taught the game and things like that. But I think as you go into the looking for game forum there and into the Discord channel, have people been thumbing the the chance to play? How many times have you been able to play it this weekend?
This is the second time, but I didn't attend most day yesterday.
Okay, all right. How long
Yeah,
how long did the first session take?
About 1.5 hours. No, 2 hours, more than 2 hours.
2 hours, okay.
With telling tools. No, I understand what you're saying. So it's like, yes, people do not want to spend more than 2 hours in one game only, and yes, it's taking long.
And it happens. I've spent. I was happy to spend time. I mean, I thumbed it up, right? Because we talked about the game yesterday, and I came in and I thumbed it. I wanted to play, and I knew it was going to be long, so that's no problem. I just thought we were about halfway done at 2 hours in.
Yes. I understand, and thank you for your feedback. Question. Let's see. So what I'm thinking is like making this track much shorter, maybe like and somewhere here, so 40, like 45 or something. So like cut by 2/3. That is what.
That's a straightforward way.
Yeah. So about this time events, I hesitate to make them like go away, because this is, I believe, like this. I'm not like rejecting your feedback. I'm just like thinking a lot, because this is like this choosing about nighttime events. I think it's like a big part of the game, because it's a difficult decision. So like this one sucks because like you like reset all your progress. This one sucks because it's like really risky. You don't know if an host is going to come under investigation. I'm betting is like just taking a blind like a huge risk.
Yeah, right. So I would, and we made some fun choices there. The betting one I'm still down on, but maybe it's not not like a black-white choice out of a chest, which might be, to me, extra components. Maybe it's just like it's day and then it's night, and you just alternate back there, and maybe the tracks are a little bit longer in there because you're going to pick them more often. But you're still between the teams. Like, oh, do we oversleep again today, or do we? And so maybe those are 12 along or something. And you have a limit on cheers, right? And take out the day night, pick selection, and just kind of force them in there, or that could just be a die. I mean, I know it's a clever way to mechanically move you in there, but basically it's roughly a 50-50 chance, right? So
I wanted to make it like you don't know what is happening next, but the total number of moves is still like have a very low standard deviation. So the game will end in like 40.
Yeah, no, I mean what you've designed there is elegant, but when it's just sometimes, just to me, and I just like something, more tighter and just less going on, right? So it's just like, I mean, every piece is like perfect, right? But when you put them all together, is there too much perfect, right?
Yeah, it's a little overwhelming. I understand. Yeah. Also, do you have any feedback about the balance of the actions? Does like all these 5 actions make sense to you, or?
Which ones did we?
I mean,
and Marcus, you feel free to.
Sorry, my headphone come off.
Yeah, I mean, she spent so much time trying to figure out how to move everything, the UI, but I think I just figured out how to really overhead on the Mac. I guess you gotta right click and then move the mouse actually instead of the spin wheel. But anyway, the 5 actions.
Right, the spin wheel was to zoom in and out on the windows, right? So you get over the board and then use the spin wheel to.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the 5 actions. I mean, this would be a whole different thing if I just had an actual card in my hand. But yeah, but I mean I couldn't even really too much tell you about the 5 actions, the tasks.
So I mean, like this reputation, collusion, gossip, bribe, course. Like, is there anyone you particularly dislike or something? Like,
Yeah,
why
I
is
mean
it on here?
I guess let me pull up the alts and then let me actually look at them again. Oh, now it's getting stupid and small. Make an action cheaper. Yeah, I really like that. But you said you can only do it at a 4 limit. So maybe put like on the board like 4 limit on there, of course. But gossip, draw a question card and answer. That was cool. I guess it will be better late game, but early game is kind of not that much information. Coerce, cancel an investigation. That's good. That's great. No, that was bribe. Cancel an investigation. Coerce, turn up a secret card on a player. That's great. Collusion, swap secret placement cards with another. Now that was done once, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really paying attention at that point, but did that really help us out a lot? Did collusion help us out a lot? Jeff's headset might be dead.
Right. I mean, I did it once, and I now knew that I now knew that player's place that they needed to finish in, and I knew, and I now had a new goal, right? So the yellow horse, I had been playing, I wanted to finish in second place, but with that swap, I now knew that whatever horse they had would finish second place, and I wanted yellow to disqualify. So the collusion is both a good and a bad thing, right? It is information because we switched the cards, but now that the goals are different, the horse where we may have placed it is now in the wrong spot.
Yeah,
and
like
so
really
to
mess
me,
up betting
you might not want to change that. You might not want to change that, right? So collusion seems to be like half good but half bad, potentially bad. At this state of the game that we were halfway through, I think we still had plenty of time to try to, move the back horses up or whatever.
Yeah. Mine was green horse in 5th place, by the way, so
okay.
I was doing well at that point.
Yeah. Okay, and that's why you didn't want me to move green out.
Yeah, and then I just changed my mind and said, screw it, we'll lose out on that 5 VP and just get things moving.
Right. But I figured, hey, on the first turn of the track, we probably could let green get ahead and then slow it down later.
Yep. But I had a lot of 7 move green ahead and 5 green move ahead, but then I said, screw it. But what I really did like was the oversleep. I like the variance of that. You're running a risk on that. Time flies. I didn't really care about that so much. Betting, we never did it. So, yeah. But now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, it may be good to maybe do a different way to do it. But I just like a lot of text right on the board. But I kind of know like a lot of people have kind of not the best vision, so you don't want to clutter the board too much, but I rather like a cluttered board where everything... But then again, if I had a card right in my hand and I wasn't fumbling around with the virtual UI, then it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, in real life, this would be a player aid, right? Just like in front of you to look at it and not on the screen. Yeah. Any feedback? Anything else you want to? Marcus, did you enjoy the game? Like total or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't usually enjoy a lot of co-ops, but yeah, I like this one. I like the finite amount of moves that you can do, and seems like you can always maybe shift the tide on this game, and I like how you get like a good visual representation of the progress with the triumph board, the scenic board, and then the neck and neck. I really like that, and like how the horses are meeting up to do different things at different times. Yeah, I rather enjoyed it, especially for a co-op.
Yeah, it seems like some people don't like co-op games, and the people who like co-op games don't don't tell your secret goal rules. So, but yes, this is this is I mean this is the game I like. So
right, semi co-op. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And you have to design a game that you like. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much for playing and for your time and your feedback.
Did anybody have disqualified by any chance?
When I swapped, I went from second place to disqualified. So yellow needed to be disqualified.
Okay, so how do you disqualify him? By being under investigation?
What? Be under investigation when the race ends.
Ah, nice. Okay. Yeah.
So what was the other secret goals? Pieces.
Which I thought was a very interesting part of the game too. It's like you want to bribe to not have horses under investigation, but you need one to have a perfect score. You need one under investigation.
Yes.
So to me that was clever, but it's also one of those like you'll meet many cooperative players who'll say, but that's like like an imperfect state, right? We shouldn't have any horses in score. But anyway.
It's like a lot of playtesters suggest like, why don't you turn it into a competitive game? Like everyone is focusing on their goal, and like why cooperative? But I don't think it would work as a competitive game. We have to. I think it would work as a competitive game, but I think it would be very, very similar to games that are out there, right? Yeah.
So I think I think continuing to work on this and finding the sweet spot is going to continue to be frustrating, but could be very satisfying and worthwhile, right? Because, like you said, no one is really trying to, do it just like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And in prior playtests, do a lot of people do the betting action, or because I noticed we didn't do it?
So betting action usually takes place like towards the end of the game. So when people have more information.
Yeah. Maybe kind of like only allow it towards the end of the game, just to be like one less option on the table to clutter your mind.
So this oversleep is very, very dangerous towards the end of the game.
Oh yeah.
And,
okay.
So ideally you want to like finish this early in the game, but then it like makes horses under investigation, so you cannot like. So that is a tough choice.
Okay.
So I don't know. So like sometimes people make a betting to avoid these two events, just like sacrifice one victory point and like do a betting even if they will not.
And I just suggest put a few more white spots in there that have no effect, right? And use those up rather than using the 6 bets, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And make them an asterisk box so that like you don't have that effect happen either, right? But that you can only do that a couple of times. So
yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, great. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you very much.
Just in case if I get lost or whatever, what's the name of the game again?
The Code of Silence.
Code of Silence. CULT, right?
CODE.
Okay,
Code of Silence. Yeah.
Code of Silence.
And you made an overview card for it as well, right? the prototype listing for it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
If you're interested, if you're interested, please join my Discord or Facebook group.
Okay,
I welcome everyone.
Okay.
Right,
and your name is Ari.
So Marcus, I posted the link to Ali's prototype overview.
Cool. And again, no problem with putting this on YouTube.
All right.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thanks for the game, guys.
See you all soon.
Later.
Bye.